And now, here's our host.
Dr. Dan here, and in this video we are going to clone one of my sites using the WordPress plugin called Backup Creator. So pretty new after, as far as the time of this video, it's a brand spanking new plugin, which is really cool. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go to the site. This is going to be the site that we're actually going to clone. It's one of my lease sites, one of the sites that I talk about in my Google Love method. And so here's the site right here. We're actually going to make an exact clone of this site. And this is already a clone itself. I cloned it off of another with another tool. But I'm actually showing you with this tool now. So we're going to be making a clone of the clone, a clone of the site. And we're actually going to be putting it in on a whole different site on a brand new page. As a matter of fact, I'll show you that right now. It is, what was it again? All right, so here's the site that we're going to be cloning it over to. So this is actually 24 Hour Plumbing San Rafael. So this is a whole different domain. This is a whole new site. And as you can see, not one thing has been done to this. All I did was install WordPress and that's it. It's a default theme. Everything is exactly the way that it is when you first just install it. That's it. And what we're going to do is we're going to turn it into this. So it's just to show you how fast, if you're making multiple, sites like this, lease sites, or even sites for clients, or even if you're doing, niche blogs and things like that, or niche sites, you can just duplicate them really fast. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to install the plugin, since this isn't a script and it's a plugin. So we need to log into our WordPress dashboard. So we're going to go ahead and do that right now. So we are into the dashboard and we are going to install this plugin. So we're going to go add new. And by the way, this is actually the first time that I've actually used this program. I did watch the instructional videos that they included on the back end once you make the purchase and buy this cloning plugin. So pretty cool. So we're going to kind of fumble together. So let's go, whoops, not search plugins. Let's go upload. All right, caught it in time. So we're going to go browse and we want to go to that one. So when you actually download the plugin, it's going to be like this right here, depending on what version it is. That's 1.02, I believe. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to go ahead and install. We're going to activate the plugin. And as simple as that. So it is ready for us to start getting rocking on it. So the next thing we have to do is we have to find it here and go to settings. And you actually have to put in the backup creator key. So whatever the creator key is, you actually have to put that in there. And that would be, let's see, that's the license key. And you actually get that when you purchase, and it'll actually should be on the page that you download from. So I'm actually obviously covering this up because I don't want you to see what I have, right? Let's go paste. And we're going to do save. And we're going to back up the site. So right now it's just copying the site. And it's copied. So as simple as that. So now all we need to do is just download this. And we have a couple choices. We can either download it with the actual backup creator plugin. So when you're ready to install it on the next site, you don't actually have to find the backup and then install it. It'll actually be all included with the backup creator plugin. Or you can do it manual. So this is just a complete backup of your site. Now I haven't done either of these yet because this is the first time. So I'm going to go ahead and just do backup creator plugin. I just clicked on it, or you can right mouse click on it, either one. I'm going to go save. I'm actually going to put this in, let me do it in the backup creator files. So I'm going to do that. I'm actually going to rename it dash San Jose. Hopefully that doesn't mess it up. And let's go ahead and do save. So as you can see, it's already saved. And so now we're done. We're done with this site. We don't have to touch it again. Now all we're going to do is we're going to go over to the site we want to install it on, which is the 24 Hour Plumbing San Rafael, and we want to log into the dashboard of that site as well. Let's go ahead and go in there. So now we're here, and you can see there's absolutely nothing in here. Plugins, I'm just going to show you real quick. There's only 2 plugins here. These are the default plugins, so there's really nothing in here. I haven't done anything to the site. As a matter of fact, there's no name for the site either, so no site name or anything like that. So you can kind of see just how blank it really is. So now we're going to go add new. Just click add new, and then we're going to go upload. See, I remembered this time. And then browse. And we're going to go straight to the backup creator plugins, and we're going to go to that San Jose one that I just did. And we're going to go ahead and do install now. Activate plugin. Let's go over to settings. And now it's asking me for the key again, right? So at this point, you guys are going to be putting in your own key. Put that in there. And I can put my email now. I'm actually going over to another page. So say backup. So basically I just activated this plugin on this site as well. And so it's asking, do I want to back up the site or do I want to restore from a URL? So basically, this is just like the deploy if you've ever used WP Twin or if you ever watch any of those videos. So we don't want to back up the site because this is a blank site, right? So we want to restore from URL. So we're restoring, and it actually, this is the URL, the actual zip file. So this is what was saved from that, from what we just, I don't even know how to explain it, but just know this is what you want to choose. And this is actually the site that's been saved over. And then we're going to do restore from backup. So we're just going to do this and this. So obviously if you got a hold of my one-page lease site, that this actual site that you just saw, then all you're going to do is do restore from URL after you install that plugin, and then restore from backup. So we're going to go restore from backup. And it's saying, warning, this will wipe all the contents of the entire blog. And then we go, okay, we're cool with that. And there it goes. And it is done. Simple as that. So let's go ahead and see it and make sure it works. Wow. Look at how cool that was. So just a couple of clicks, literally, this site looks identical. It is identical to the other site. Just like that. So here's the original site. You can see here, offlinerockstaracademy.com/test2. And then here's the new site right here, 24 Hour Plumbing San Rafael. So now if I wanted to make my changes, now obviously this is specific to this theme. So this has nothing to do with whatever, site you guys are using. Whoops. Oh yeah. Another thing to keep in mind too, no matter what, whatever username and password you created for the site or for the WordPress install that you did prior to deploying this clone that I made, it's going to be wiped clean, including the username and password, which means you're going to need to relog in with the password that I created or with the cloned password and username. So you just have to remember that. I hope that made sense. Whoops. Let me go put that in, hit log in. And now we're logged in. Simple as that. Now, okay, so you can see that this site looks identical to the other one. One thing I did notice, and again, this is like I said, this is the first time using this plugin. Not exactly sure, since it's brand new to them, they're probably working out some kinks. One thing that I did notice is that when I try to do a test like this right here, when I try to deploy this one into another folder, even though it was a brand new WordPress install, which was test 3, so offlinerockstaracademy.com/test 3, I had a problem when I tried to deploy it. It actually just kind of messed up the site. So just keep that in mind. Don't use this to create folders. Like, so you wouldn't want to do like San Jose Plumbing.com /site 1, San Jose Plumbing, .com /site 2, things like that. With this plugin, that doesn't work. I don't know if they're ever going to fix it for that to work, but it does not work. So, so make sure you're not doing it to do folders. Make sure that you're doing a separate install. So maybe, San Jose Plumbing.com, San Rafael Plumbing.com, San Francisco Plumbing.com, and so on. So hopefully that made sense to you. If it didn't, then that means that you probably would never do that anyway, so it doesn't matter. But one thing that I do notice with this one compared to like using WP Twin, it didn't change the actual site name right here. So you'd actually need to go in there and make that change, which would be in here. I think it's under general, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, you can see the site titles right here. And it might have been because I didn't name it something. I don't remember, honestly. But let me put that 24-hour plumbing San. And then Rafael. So I'm going to go ahead and just change that. And you can see all these other, things had changed automatically, the whole database and whatever they call it. Oh, also you want to add your email and all that stuff. And obviously if it's your site and you're just duplicating the same ones, then it's probably all those settings are already in there. But every other thing should actually be saved. All the plugins, everything. So everything is in there. You can look over here in plugins. Look at all these plugins. These were all the plugins that were on the last site. So how cool is that? Everything is activated. Everything is working, and all that. So yeah, and just real quickly, if you are using my one-page lease site method, then all you need to do to make changes is go into appearances, Mystique settings, and you would actually change the header right here. So obviously you wouldn't want to San Jose Plumbing, that right there. So you would just click browse and install whatever header you have there. And that would actually replace this one right here. So that's the only thing you really need to change on that. And then you would obviously change, let's see, you would change the content, I believe it is the footer. So content, and you would just change the footer. So you could use HTML here, or you can just use regular text. You just type in regular text and that will actually show up at the bottom right there. So other than that, you'd obviously want to change this. This is just an image here. If you're, using my one-page lease site, because normally when you're using like phone.com, they give you a little, I think it's a JavaScript you put in there and you click it and it'll actually allow you to put your phone number in there. And let me see if I have it activated on this one. Do I? No, that's the image as well. So you would just replace that. And if you're not using phone.com or you're not using this kind of service, just delete that. Or you can actually put a picture of a phone there or something. And the same thing right here too. That's actually just in the widgets area. All this stuff is. So, really simple. And to change this phone number, again, that's just a widget. That's not an image. So again, you would just go into your regular widgets right here. And it's right here. So you just click here and you just change this number right here. Do that, simple as that. And then the rest of the settings, without going too much into it, I don't want to make this a 40-minute video on how to set up an entire site, but to change those, the contact form, which is the sidebar, you just click on contact, edit, and this is contact 7 form. And this is where you make all the changes. You can actually add all kinds of cool stuff here. You can generate extra fields and put them here and put them in the email that you want it to send to. So it's not an actual autoresponder. You're just going to put in the email that you want it sent to. So for now, it would be your own website, or I'm sorry, your own email. And then once you have it going to a client, you put in your client's email, or, depending on how you're doing this. So I just thought I'd give you that quick run through in case you are using my one-page lease site. All right, guys. So hopefully that covered everything. Really excited for you guys to start using, either this plugin or the other one, or the WP Twin, either one. I have another video on that if you haven't actually watched it, on how fast and easy that works again. And again, if you purchase either of those programs from me, after you do, send me, using my link, send me a copy of the PayPal receipt to my support desk. And you can actually see that at the very bottom of the footer of the site, And if you go to my support desk and submit that in there, my help desk or support desk, either one, same thing, then I'll actually send you an exact cloned copy of this site that you see right here. And you'll actually get that in both the WP Twin and also in the WordPress, or what is it called again? Backup Creator. Yeah. Or the Backup Creator, which is the one that we just ran through. So I'll give you that clone, and that's it. So don't forget to be a rock star in your business and in your life.